Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Chaivam Rupinam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraya Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Neshtike Om Jnanam-Timirandasya Jnanam-Brahma-Chakrakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya-Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Dadati Swapadam Tipam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Savana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajeevam Sadvaitam Savabhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padalam Sadhanaram Pachisham He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastite Tapta Kanchana Gauranga Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Bhagavate Chikalpataru Viswatika Sundhavya Patitanam Pavanekyo Vishnadevi Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaurabhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna Padam Krishna Vistava Prabhupada Shri Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vistava Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Chakuni Mukam Karoti Vashani Purvi Shri Guru Dev Hare Krishna. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 6, Chapter 2. So we are in text 7, 8. Iteneva hiyagonosya kritam syadagham niskritam yada narayana-yeti jagata chaturaksharam. The Vishnu Ritas continued. So this is the reason. So the Vishnu Rita in text 7 said, Ajamil had already atoned for all his sinful actions. Indeed, he has atoned not only for sins performed in one life, but for those performed in millions of lives. For in a helpless condition, he chanted the holy name of Narayan. Even though he didn't chant purely, he chanted without offenses, meaning not Shuddhanam, but Namabhas. And therefore he is not with Namaparad. He didn't chant with Namaparad, he chanted not in Shuddhanam, he chanted in Namabhas. And therefore he is now eligible for liberation. So now the Vishnu is describing how he has become eligible. So even previously, while eating and at other times, this Ajamil, so just indicating this Ajamil, Asya. Anyway, we don't like it. And when somebody points at us like this Ajamil, don't like it at all. But here, just look at him. This Ajamil would call his son saying, my dear Narayan, please come here. Although calling the name of his son, he nevertheless uttered the 4 syllables Narayana. Simply by chanting the name of Narayana in this way, he sufficiently atoned for the sinful reactions of millions of lives. Purport. Previously, when engaged in sinful activities to maintain his family, Ajamil chanted the name of Narayan without offenses. There's option A, hide non-video participants. Neither they should and should. Figure this out. So to chant the holy name of the Lord just to counteract. Okay. So Ajamil chant, he was engaged in sinful activities to maintain his family. But he chanted the name of Narayan without offenses. To chant the holy name of the Lord just to counteract one's sinful activities or to commit sinful activities on the strength of chanting the holy name is offensive. Namno balad asya papa buddhi. But although Ajamil engaged in sinful activities, he never chanted the holy name of Narayan to counteract them. He simply chanted the name Narayan to call his son. Therefore, his chanting was effective. Because of chanting the holy name of Narayan in this way, he had already vanquished the accumulated sinful reactions of many, many lives. In the beginning, he was pure, but although he later committed many sinful acts, he was offenseless because he didn't chant the holy name of Narayan to counteract them. One who always chants the holy name of the Lord without offenses is always pure. As confirmed in this verse, Ajamil was already sinless. It didn't matter that he was calling his son. The name itself was effective. Now, who is Samson SMMO55F? Who's this Samson? Look at your name.
Hare Krishna Mataji. She's Anita Mataji.
Anita. So is she attending or not?
Mataji, can you excuse me for 2 minutes? There are so many ends in my book. I have to just clear it out. Just give me 5 minutes, Mataji.
Anita, are you attending the class?
Me, Mataji.
Sit down.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I'm Anita.
Yeah, can you sit down and put on your camera?
Yes, Mataji, I'm speaking.
Yeah, I'm saying, can you sit down and put on your camera with your book in front of you?
Yes, Mataji, I've kept it near myself.
Yeah, can you put on your camera?
Yeah, sure, Mataji. Can you see me, Mataji?
No, put on your video.
Just a minute, Mataji. She said put on the video. Mataji का video नहीं, मेरा video नहीं है.
Put on your video.
Speak. My video is not.
Video is still not. Okay. All right.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Video is proper. Okay. So this is extremely complicated. Extremely complicated. How the holy name is so effective in removing the sinful reactions. And it is very precise also. Just like a missile, a Vedic missile, like a Brahmastra. It is very, very precise. It is launched with mantras. The Brahmastra is launched with mantras. And it has a target. It's specific target and it will attack only that target. Like when Ashwatthama is sent a missile, right? This Brahmastra. And it was going in a very hidden place, an extremely hidden place. It was going in the womb of Uttara, which is not visible, right? There, hidden there was an embryo, right? And from far away, Ashwatthama was attacking not the woman, He was attacking that embryo. So, meaning this is a mundane mantra that has such power. And here, in this section, the power of chanting the name of Narayan or chanting the name of Krishna is being described. And so this section will go into the science of it. So it's saying that even though he engaged in sinful activities to maintain his family, but at the same time he was chanting the name of Narayan, not to counteract those sinful activities. That was not at all his intention. He was chanting the name of Narayan. So we discussed last week how due to his previous life, being born in a Brahmin family, he had that training, and therefore he named his child Narayan. He didn't name it Pinky, right? He named the person Narayan. Any name will do these days, right? I mean, I'm also in that same category. Only when we came to ISKCON, then we learned to appreciate the Vedic names. So they were given this, so he gave this name Narayan to his son. That itself is a punya. That itself became the source of his good fortune. That he gave the name of Narayan to his son. That became the source of his good fortune. Because he's attached to that boy and he's calling out all the time, "My dear Narayan, please come here." And so he was uttering the 4 syllables, Narayana. So I read somewhere or heard somewhere that actually, see, these mantras, like here it is 4 syllables, they're actually mathematical drawings. Like we say, it's a formula, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I don't know how many of you have taken the trouble to study what is the holy name. There are plenty of books written by our Guru Maharajas. Dhanidhar Swami has written, Gurijan Prabhu has written, Sachin Maharaj has written, Sat Sarup Das Goswami Maharaj has written books and books and books about chanting. And seminars, retreats, all over the world is being done about the holy name, how to chant, course after course after course, to help the devotees chant. So we are studying Bhagavatam, but still we are not convinced to chant or to chant properly. So, like the VIH, since the last 10 years or so, they started every year a holy name retreat just to get the devotees to get the taste to chant, because devotees gave up chanting. So here, so this 4-syllable Narayana is a mathematical drawing. Narayana, it's a 4-syllable. Mantras are identified according to the number of syllables. How many syllables are there in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra?
32.
32. 32 syllables. So it's identified. That mantra, which has 32 syllables, is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Right? And it is a formula. It's a formula, just like your medicine is a formula. Is it true? Your medicine is a formula? Medicine is a formula, right? At least all Ayurvedic medicine has many ingredients. It's a formula. How you mix it, right? So that's why some companies, their medicine are more powerful than others because they know which ingredients to add and in which quantity, right? So they mix it, right? Now other people just go, in the shop, they buy ashwagandha or they buy, so they just swallow it. No. If you go to an Ayurvedic clinic, these doctors, they know how to mix. You can't just have ashwagandha like this. There has to be dosage or whatever it is. So they mix it with so many other things. Then it is effective. So similarly, this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna. How many words are there in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra?
16.
Yes. And what else is there in the Hare Krishna Mahamantra? How many names are there? Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
3 names.
Hmm?
3. Hare Krishna and Ram.
In the Hare Krishna, there are only 3 names. Which one?
Hare
Hare
Krishna and Ram.
Yes, only 3 names are there. And these have been mixed. All right? These 3 names have been organized in a certain sequence. Right? And it has made a formula. And this formula, when we are chanting, it is having some effect. So if we chant Narayan, Narayana, Narayana, will it have the same effect as chanting Hare Krishna? No. Why?
उसमें 3-4 लेटर है, इसमें 32 लेटर है और वो महामंत्र है, ये जस्ट नेम है.
Why? I mean, it's liberating Jamil now, right?
लेकिन ये मतलब आपने जैसे बोला ना, फॉर्मूला है एक, ये तो ये हरे कृष्णा महामंत्र एक फॉर्मूला है.
This is also a formula. Narayan, 4 syllables.
लेकिन इसमें 3 नाम है.
Because
हरे राम.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought it from Golok Vrindavan. So he gave it to us. So that's like a spiritual master giving a mantra.
ये कलयुग का मंत्र है,
Because-
नारायण सत्युग.
Because this Hare Krishna Mahamantra is prescribed for Kali Yuga. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he discovered it in the Vedic Shastras and he propagated it. All right. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra is already, so I have enumerated a number of authors. Please go and read their books. Sachidananda Maharaj, Burijan Prabhu, Satsaru Maharaj, I forgot who else I said, Dhanudhar Swami. They have written books and many books on chanting of the holy name. And VIHE.org has, I don't know, hundreds of lectures on the holy names. And all over the world, there have been japa retreats. Japa retreat meaning 5 days, sit there the whole day and learn about the chanting of the holy name. So please do take this trouble to learn. So he has been chanting. He was not like doing this namaparad of chanting to counteract his sinful activity. He wasn't even aware he's doing sinful activity. It became a habit in him, right? He didn't think twice. He didn't think twice about it. He just did it out of habit. Like people speak lies. It's just a habit. Just like people spit on the road, it's their habit. They don't even think twice, or they throw paper on the road. For me, when I first saw it, what they're doing? See what they're doing. They eat. When we're traveling, they eat and they just throw it outside the window. So what are they doing? And they don't even think twice about it. They're doing sinful activities without thinking twice about it. So it's not that he's thinking, okay, I'm sinful, but let me chant to get free from the sinful reaction. So all the Ajami engage in sinful activities, he never chanted the holy name of Narayan to counteract them. He simply chanted the name Narayan to call his son out of affection. Right? So because he was not doing Namaparad, that holy name became effective. So what happened? He vanquished the accumulated sinful reactions of many, many lives. Meaning that they call this aprarabdha, right? Aprarabdha karma. Meaning, in the beginning, he was pure. Okay, that's how we start. In the beginning, he was pure. But although he later committed many sinful acts, he was offenseless because he didn't chant the holy name of Narayan to counteract them. One who always chants the holy name of the Lord without offenses is always pure. As confirmed in this verse, Ajamil was already sinless. And because he chanted the name of Narayan, he remained sinless. It didn't matter that he was calling his son. The name itself was effective. Just like Kunti Devi, right? Queen Kunti. She was given a mantra, right? So by the force of that mantra, you will get a child. She was playing, right? She doubted the effectiveness of that mantra. So out of curiosity, she chanted the name of Suryadev. And that mantra was effective. So mantras are powerful. And this was just a mundane mantra. Stena sura mitra dhruv Brahma guru talpagah Striya raja pitri guhanta Vichapata kinopare Sarvesham api adhyavatnam Idameva sunuskritam Nama vyahara Vishnu Yatastad vishayamatihi. Okay. Who wants to read? The chanting of the holy name of Lord Vishnu is the best process of atonement for. Now, a list of sinful activities given here. Thief of gold or other valuables, a drunkard, one who betrays a friend or relative. Sometimes, in household life, everywhere, we complain, right? This has happened, this has happened. And now these are all sinful activities and we are punishable for it. Whoever does this, they're punishable. So somebody steal your money or other valuables. Who's a drunkard? Someone in your house becoming a drunkard. Who betrays a friend or relative, somebody betrays you, right? You become so angry. One who kills a brahmana, horror. Who indulges in sex with the wife of his guru or another superior. It is also the best method of atonement for one who murders women. The king or his father, the murderer, who slaughters cows, and for all other sinful men. Like we know how this anyway, when India was invaded, right? Those kings without pity, they kill their own. They kill the king. They kill their own father, their own brothers. Even these sinful people, simply by chanting the holy name of Lord Vishnu, such sinful persons may attract the attention of the Supreme Lord, who therefore considers, because this man has chanted my holy name, my duty is to give him protection. Anyway, see, I can only explain as much as possible. You know, you have to read the book. You have to read the purport. And you have to let Krishna speak to you. All right? And reveal so many things in all this. So I'm just continuing. Na nishkritenuditirbrahmavadibis tatha vishuddhya bhagavan vratadiridu yatha hare nama pade udaritas tat uttama shloka gunopalam bhakam. Anand Vilasini read.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Translation. By following the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies or undergoing atonement, sinful men do not become as purified as by chanting once the holy name of Lord Hari. Although ritualistic atonement may free one from sinful reactions, it does not awaken devotional service, unlike the chanting of the holy Lord's name, which reminds one of the Lord's fame, qualities, attributes, pastimes, and paraphernalia.
So now, here, who's speaking? Who's speaking? Vishnu Dut is speaking. So the Vishnu Dut is comparing the mantras recited in Karmakand or Dhyanakand, right? He's comparing these mantras to the chanting of the holy name. By reciting the Vedic mantras in the Vedic ritualistic ceremonies, so there are mantras, so meaning that there are rituals that we are supposed to perform depending on how severe the sin is, whether it is severe, more severe, or most severe. So accordingly, there are methods. For example, just giving charity a cow, and this will counteract such and such sinful activities. Yeah, you can sit. Yeah, you can sit. So there are 20 types of religious scriptures called Dharma Shastras. Speaking. Yeah, it's not raining, so the devotees came. So next time we will do. So there are 20 types of religious scriptures called Dharma Shastras, beginning with the Manu Samhita and Parasara Samhita. But herein it is told that although one may become free, now listen to this very carefully, one may become free from the reactions of the most sinful activities by following the religious principles of these scriptures. This cannot promote a sinful man to the stage of loving service to God. All right? So we become free. We give a cow in charity, or we feed, poor people, or we grow, we feed the animals. We feed the animals, we feed the birds, we feed the insects. So in some places, they still do it. People, wherever they go, they will carry something and they will just feed the monkeys, feed the pigeons, feed the ants also. They will do these all. So something has happened. So they're counteracting some sinful deeds. Or they'll go to temple, they do anadan, tuladan, right? All these things they do. But all this, they do not free. They cannot free someone from the reaction, the most sinful activities. On the other hand, chanting the holy name of the Lord even once not only frees one immediately from the reactions of the greatest sins, but also raises one to the platform of rendering loving service to the Supreme Person Godhead, who is described as Uttama Shloka, because he's famous for his glorious activities. Thus, one serves the Lord by remembering his form, attributes, and pastimes. So, when we are chanting the holy name, automatically is name, right? I take the name of Krishna. Now, 3 names are there. Hare, Krishna, and Ram. What is Hare?
Radharan,
Radha.
Shakti.
So, immediately, the image will come to our mind, right? Immediately. Then we'll start thinking about her attributes, then her pastimes, right? So, this remembrance, so Krishna, same thing. Who is this Krishna? Rama. Same thing. Immediately, name means the form, the attributes, their leela, etc. So automatically. So what happens when we think of all these different sections of the holy name? We become attracted to Krishna. And therefore, we lose our taste for material enjoyment. Like a magnet, Krishna's name, or this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So what's happening? They are just pulling us away from sense enjoyment, which causes us to commit sinful activity. Ajamil, why is he committing sinful activity? Because of a desire for sense enjoyment. So people in general, why do they commit sinful activities? Because of desire for sense enjoyment. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explained that this is all possible simply by chanting the Lord's holy name, because the Lord omnipotence. So I have already described that the potency of a mantra. Mantra is extremely potent. And I've given example, even mundane mantras have potency. Now, Krishna his name is omnipotent, meaning it has Shakti in it. Which verse tell us this? Revision, I'm just revising. Which verse tell us? Yeah, Nam Akare Vapudha Nija Sarva Shaktis. Yes, the Nam has all the potency. What cannot be achieved through the performance of Vedic rituals can be easily achieved through the chanting of the Lord's holy name. So that's why people complain, this one, that one, he's always in temples, he's always doing this, but still, he hasn't changed, he's still the same. People complain like this. Why? Because they're doing mundane ritualistic activities. To chant the holy name and dance in ecstasy is so easy and sublime that one can achieve all the benefits of spiritual life simply by following this process. So now Prabhupada is saying that when we chant the holy name, when we dance, chanting is easy, dancing is easy. Well, it's not so easy these days, because your legs don't work anymore. The dancing is not so easy, but at least you can chant. So to chant the holy name, one can achieve all the benefits of spiritual life simply by following this process. Now, why would somebody take up the process of chanting the holy name and all the sadhana that we are doing? Why would they do it? Is there any expectations? What's your expectation? Yeah.
Get love of Krishna, maybe go back to Golok at one given point of time, and live a pious life, keep karmas restricted.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why we practice spiritual life. Number one, we don't want to do sinful activity that we have to suffer. Right? Second is a good occupation. An extremely good occupation. Right? You're busy. You're kept busy. Your mind is kept busy. And yes, we hope that we can come out from the cycle of birth and death. And when we become more advanced, we hope to develop love for Krishna. Right? So these are the benefits of spiritual life. Therefore, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu declares, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. All glory is to Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. The Sankirtan movement we have started offers the best process for becoming purified of all sinful reactions and coming immediately to the platform of spiritual life. Text 12. Megantikam tadhikrite pinishkrite mana punardhavati chedasatpathe tatkama nirharam abhipsatam hare gunanuvada khalu sattva bhavanaha. All these purports are very complicated. So I'm just reading it as I'm saying that you'll have to go back and read and let Krishna inspire you to understand what is the power of chanting the holy name. The ritualistic ceremonies of atonement recommended in the religious scriptures are insufficient to cleanse the heart absolutely. Why? Because after atonement, one's mind again runs towards material activities. This drunkard who gets a bad liver, he falls sick. He has to undergo atonement. So what is his atonement? He has to go to the hospital, right? He has to go through so many treatments. And then when he gets so-called cured, immediately what does he do? He goes back to drinking. So all the misery that he went through in the hospital didn't help him at all. Consequently, for one who wants liberation, so Devahuti spoke about it. Consequently, for one who wants liberation from the fruitive reactions of material activities, the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra or glorification of the name, fame, and passion of the Lord is recommended as the most perfect process of atonement. Why? Because such chanting eradicates the dirt from one's heart completely. And you give up the desire for sense enjoyment. Okay, Devahuti, read that you're eating, so you can't read. Mirabai.
I can. I'm both Mataji. Purport. The statements in this verse has been confirmed previously in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.17. Shrinavatam swakatha Krishna punya shravana kirtana Riddhi antasto hi abhadrani vidunoti shrutsatam. Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who relishes his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. It is the special mercy of the Supreme Lord that as soon as he knows that one is glorifying his name, fame, and attributes, he personally helps cleanse the dirt from one's heart. Therefore, simply by such glorification, one not only becomes purified but also achieves the result of pious activities. Punya Shravana Kirtana. Punya Shravana Kirtana refers to the process of devotional service. Even if one does not understand the meaning of the Lord's name, pastimes, or attributes, one is purified simply by hearing or chanting of them. Such purification is called Sattva Bhavana. One's main purpose in human life should be to purify his existence and achieve liberation. As long as one has a material body, one is understood to be impure. In such an impure material condition, one cannot enjoy a truly blissful life, although everyone seeks it. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam 5.5.1 says, Tapo divyam putraka yena sattvam shuddhet. One must perform tapasya, austerity, to purify his existence in order to come to the spiritual platform. The tapasya of chanting and glorifying the name, fame, and attributes of the Lord is a very easy purifying process by which everyone can be happy. Therefore, everyone who desires the ultimate cleansing of his heart must adopt this process. Other processes such as karma, jnana, and yoga cannot cleanse the heart absolutely.
So the statements in this verse have been confirmed previously. So here Prabhupada gives another example of the power of the chanting of the holy name. So what is so from quoting from Srimad Bhagavatam, Shrinvatam Swakatha Krishna. So meaning that hearing the katha of Krishna is itself Punya Shravana Kirtana. So here Prabhupada explained this. Simply by such glorification, one not only becomes purified, but also achieve the results of pious activities. Punya Shravana. Punya Shravana Kirtana refers to the process of devotional service. What is our process? It is chanting and hearing. Shrinvatam Swakatha Krishna. It is hearing and chanting. So this is the process. And here in the beginning, this verse is describing the super soul. So the Hare Krishna Mahamantra is having a purifying effect on the heart of the chanter, right? And this verse is saying how the super soul, who's in the heart of this living being and who is the benefactor. Now here, a Jamil, he managed to catch the attention of Narayan. Why? Because Narayan is the benefactor of all Jeev. So this Ajamil, say this foolish, we read earlier, this foolish Ajamil, out of utter fear, he cried out for the name of Narayan. So naturally, the Supreme Lord is a benefactor of all Jeev, whether you're good or you're bad, but just the fact that you have cried out the name of Narayan. So Narayan turned his attention to him, and that is also confirmed by Ramachandra. So when Vibhishan came to surrender to Krishna, to Rama, so he was coming. He left Lanka. He was coming. So everybody was watching. Oh, Hanuman, Sugriv, everybody say this is an enemy coming. He's coming from the other party. He's an enemy. So what should you do? You should kill him immediately. He's an enemy. Immediately. Krishna said no. Or Rama said no. Whoever, even one surrender unto me, doesn't matter what is his past. Immediately, Ramachandra gives shelter. So this really understood he Abhadra. Vidhunoti Suhrit Satam. So the person has to be truthful. In everyone's heart is the benefactor, the truthful devotee. So many times I've spoken about this. Prabhupada has said, being sincere and serious. All right? So that devotee who is constantly taking shelter of the Supreme Lord, he's truthful, he's sincere. So that person, Krishna, is cleansing his heart. So what does he do? He's the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoy. So what does Krishna do? When we sit and hear his katha, he removes the desire for sense enjoyment. And this is what is harassing the conditioned soul. I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Constantly harassing the conditioned soul, and we cannot give up. Just listen to the next paragraph. One's main purpose. Now, yeah. So here, second point here. Even if one doesn't understand the meaning of the Lord's name, pastime, and attributes, one is purified simply by hearing or chanting of them. And this is true for all of us. I think majority of us, we took Diksha without even understanding what is the depths of the holy name, right? But initiation means beginning. It doesn't mean end. I have achieved. No. Right? Meaning now I have to study, I have to increase my commitment to the process. So then I learn more and more. But purification is already on. So sattva bhavana. One's main purpose in human life should be to purify his existence and achieve liberation. Paul is just putting it very clearly. It is not economic development, it is not sense gratification. As long as one has a material body, one is understood to be impure. So let's each and every one of us, let us give up all shame, right? We shouldn't think that, oh, I'm so pure. Here, Prabhupada is just putting the statement, if we have achieved a material body, it means we are impure. We're impure. Body is impure. Meaning we want to enjoy sense gratification in whatever way. Eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. Right? And in order to achieve these four, we commit so many types of sinful activities. Now Prabhupada is saying, quoting, in such an impure material condition, one cannot enjoy a truly blissful life, although everyone says it. So the body is impure, the mind is impure. Say, as soon as you want to enjoy, somebody else wants to enjoy you. Isn't it? Yes. As soon as you want to, we know what's that? As soon as we start to enjoy, immediately there are so many others who want to enjoy you, because that's the purpose of the life. Right? We have come here to derive and extract enjoyment from these material resources and from other people. Like I enjoy your company, right? Or I hate your company, right? So because of this, as soon as you want to enjoy, immediately you get attached. Therefore, there's no truly blissful life. No truly blissful life. We want to be happy, but we are unable to be happy because we're being attacked by sense enjoyers. Therefore, Shrimad Bhagavatam 5.5.1 says, Tapo divyam putraka yena sattvam shuddhya. One must perform tapasya, austerity, to purify his existence in order to come to the spiritual platform. What is the tapasya? The tapasya of chanting and glorifying the name, fame, and attributes of the Lord is a very easy purifying process by which everyone can be happy. Therefore, everyone who desires the ultimate cleansing of his heart must adopt this process. Other processes such as karma, jnana, and yoga cannot cleanse the heart absolutely. Like people are doing this pranayama, right? The whole system of yoga, lifting the life air to the different chakras, it is all to control the mind. But we are not successful. We are not successful. Very easily we can fall. Okay, one last verse. Athainam apanayata krita shesha ghanishkritam yadaso bhagavan nama briyamana samagrahi. At the time of death, this Ajamil, helpless and very loudly chanted the holy name of the Lord Narayan. So I heard this lecture, So this devotee was reading this, I guess this is the same book, because Prabhupada had translated this book. So he said, Ajamil chanted, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. Prabhupada stopped and said, where did I say he chanted Narayan, Narayan, Narayan? Where did I say this? The editor had put it like this way, that Narayan, that Ajamil chanted Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. I would say no. He chanted once only. It's like a mother, right? It's like a mother. If the child is in trouble and the child screams, that the mother doesn't have to wait for free scream, right? The mother will run. And there is a particular quality to that screaming when the mother will know that the child is in trouble. So Ajamil helplessly and very loudly chanted the holy name of the Lord Narayan. Narayan is the father, and Ajamil is the helpless child. That chanting alone has already freed him from the reactions of all sinful life. Therefore, O servants of Yamraj, Yamaduta, do not try to take him to your master for punishment in hellish conditions. Now, purport. The Vishnu Dutes who are superior authorities, so meaning that there are gradation in authorities also. So the Yam Dutas, they are a certain authority. They were sinful people, but Vishnu Dut is higher than the Yam Dut, and they say, stop. You just stop this. So they give orders, stop. The Vishnu Dutas, who are superior authorities, gave orders to the Yam Dutas, who didn't know that Ajamil was no longer subject to tribulation in hellish life for his past sins. Although he had chanted the holy name Narayan to indicate his son, the holy name is so transcendently powerful that he was automatically freed because he had chanted the holy name while dying. Ante Narayan Smriti. As Krishna confirms in Bhagavad Gita. Now this is famous. Yesham Kantakatam Jananam Punyakata Tejvanvam Moha Nirmukta Bhajante Mam Dritagata. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this life. So Ajamil, he had acted piously in his previous lives and in this life also because he was born Brahmana. Yeah? You take birth in a Brahman family only if you have performed pious activities. And he continued in the first section of his life. He continued, but then he got attacked by a graha, right? A Rahu captured his mind in his youth and brought him down and made him become degraded. Right? He was eclipsed. It says, described. His mind got eclipsed. So, persons who have acted pious in previous lives and in this life, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are free from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination. Unless one is free from all sinful reactions, one cannot be promoted to the platform of devotional service. And this is what we observe. Devotees, they want to do devotional service, but because there is still, desires for sense gratification, and the kutam and sometimes the bijam sprout, they want to also engage in sinful activities. Therefore, they are not able to completely engage in devotional service. So they come in, they go. They step in, they go. But the secret is, even though they're stepping back, they should never stop
Going forward.
forward. They should at all costs not give up, because gradually the stepping back will get eradicated. Unless one is freed from all sinful reaction, one cannot be promoted to the platform of devotional service. Meaning, and therefore they are not able to do devotional service with Dridda Vrata. Elsewhere in Bhagavad Gita, Ante
Kale cha mane
Mukva Kalevaram Iha Prayati
prayati samadbhavam
Yati Nastyatra Samshayava. If one remembers Krishna, Narayan at the time of death, one is certainly eligible to return immediately home back to God. So, if one remembers Krishna, so God. Anyway, we have to continue. We have to continue. The mind cannot be preoccupied with so many desires, projects. Finally, all our work should be that I want Krishna. Hare Krishna. All right. So we will continue next Monday.
Text 14.
Text 14. Okay. Monday will be online. Then the Wednesday it is in the temple. Whether it's raining, cyclone, storm, whatever, we are in the temple. All right. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
patitanaam pavanebhyo
Vaishnava.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.